If students want to use Study Island on their own for some independent study, they can absolutely do that. First, you've got to log in. And if you're a Homedel student, you need to put the @Homedel after your username. It's not an email address. We don't put @homedelschools.org. Then you put in your password, and you hit submit. Study Island will load up. Once it's loaded up, over here on the side where it says New Jersey Programs, you can open that up by clicking on the plus sign. That'll give you a bunch of different grade levels. Now you should try starting out at the grade level you are in, but you can also go lower if you're having difficulty with a subject, or you can go higher if you want more of a challenge. Let's just say that I wanted to work on some skills in my 8th grade level. When I click 8th grade, it shows me what my options are for different subject areas. So if I was going to work on my 8th grade reading, when I click there, I've already done some stuff here. So let me actually go to a different grade. Let's just say for a second that I was going to go to the 3rd grade level. When I go to the reading section, you'll notice that I'm not able to work on any of these lessons. The topic is disabled. I've got to complete a pretest first. Now, if I need to, I can check out these lessons. The lessons will give me information about the topic, and it'll walk me through a whole little tutorial on what the topic is. In order to unlock the subsections, I've got to do a pretest, and I have to have at least 10 items on the pretest in order to be able to access the sub items. So I can just do that by working on by clicking pretest and then making sure that the number of questions is 10. When I click next for that, it's going to start up a pretest for me that has a reading section, and then there will be questions at the bottom. And once I've gone through and answered enough of these questions, once I've answered 10 of them, it'll unlock the other sections. Now if I just go through and were to randomly guess, I'd eventually get some right, and it's going to record how many I've gotten right, what my percentage is, how many questions I've done so far, and the time. And if I click through these too quickly, it's going to tell me that I need to slow down and check. Right here says that I'm guessing, so I've got to slow down before it's going to let me go on. Now I'm going to end this session in particular right now, and I'm going to come back to the main window. Now if I had done 10 questions, I'd be able to have these sections unlocked, but I haven't. I've only done 2 out of 10. But if I come over to another grade level where I have done the pretest, it tells me that I did 10 questions, that I only got 50% on the pretest. I might want to retake that pretest. Or I can go into these subsections and start working on those. And when I do the subsection tests or quizzes, it's going to tell me how many items I answered, what my percentage was, and it's going to keep track of what I should be shooting for. So at the very least, I want to get 70% correct on each of these as I go along. And just like in the previous lessons, there's areas for a lesson if I want to find out more about the subject, or I can just go on and do practice mode. I can do game mode, however I want to do it. If I do game mode, it gives me beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and I can choose which of those that I want to try out and play with. And they all kind of help you drill on your skills. I'm going to suggest that practice mode is the most useful one for what you'll be doing in school. And so when you are done with a section, once again, if you return to your main window, it's going to tell you how you have been doing and whether or not you have made a passing grade. So you can keep going back and using this as much as you want to practice over and over until your scores are where you want them to be and you feel comfortable with your subject. That's how it works. So good luck with Study Island. Do some independent work.